I knew from a child I was uniquely different. As a teenager, amazingly talented. As a college student, I was set apart. And now, as a man, I strive daily to be a person of impact. No matter how hard I tried to fit in, I finally realized that I never will, and that's okay. I'm finally getting to tell my stories of what make me the differently created Black boy man. Over time, I've come to the realization that every single person wants to be accepted. I believe that there is an inner feeling when you're born and when you come onto this earth that you want to be accepted, whether it be by your parents, whether it be by your peers, whether it be by the people that surround you every single day of your life. There's that innate sense that we want to be accepted by those around you. I believe it comes in 3 different stages though. When you're young, you have no cares in the world. You do anything, you laugh, you tell jokes. Nobody is really caring because you're so young and so free-spirited that nobody really cares about the acceptance factor when you're that young. You just want to live and be free. When you grow, you want to kind of be put into this place of being accepted by groups of people. So that may be starting in like late elementary school, maybe even junior high. You start like looking around and you start saying, oh, I want to be with this group of people, or that group of people looks really cool and I want to be accepted by that group. And you get this idea in your mind that if you're accepted, it's going to make you feel a whole lot better. But as you grow older, and what I've realized even now at an older age, while I was looking for all that acceptance in my younger years, that now when you get older, you really don't care. I don't care who accepts me. I'm going to be me. I'm going to grow into what I'm supposed to be, regardless of what you think about me or not. Now, I don't mean to single out one particular group, but I can only speak from my experience within my community. I feel like over time, I've tried to express myself with either shoes, clothes, what kind of car I'm driving in order to impress others because it was something that I was lacking maybe from growing up and what people thought was cool or what was accepted. I feel like many people around me did the same thing also, and they were never able to come into the full realization of who they were because they were so busy trying to impress who was around them. I feel like that's something that we struggle with as a society because we've looked at what we've seen on TV and that standard of what we should look like or what we should be from the commercials we see, from the movies we see, that everything is picture perfect, and it gives this facade almost of what life should be like. But let me tell you something today. If you look within yourself, you are able to create the best version of yourself, not by looking at what other people are doing or comparing yourself to others, but by looking within yourself to see what you are bringing to this earth and to the world around you. Learning to accept the truest forms of ourselves before we learn to be accepted by anybody else can be a huge challenge in our lives. I'm Iaglo Van Lowe. I sat down with Mr. Boyman today to discuss what acceptance really means in today's age and how he can help himself develop the inner qualities that really make him see that acceptance is not what we need to receive from everyone else, but it is what we receive in ourselves. Hello, Mr. Boyman.
Hello, Yano.
It's so nice to see you today.
Thanks so much for taking the time out to come and talk to me.
Well, today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to need you to stick here with me as we do our work today. I need an agreement from you that you are willing and able to stick through this whole process we're going to be going through today.
I am.
Are you willing to do that for me today,
Yes,
Mr. Boy?
I am. I'm willing.
Okay. Well, we're all set. Now, where did this need for acceptance begin?
I would say it started back when I was in junior high school. I was a lot different than a lot of the other kids. I tried to get in where I fit in, basically, and I used to try to mold myself into my surroundings, basically, because I wanted to be accepted. This wouldn't only stop just at school. I would go to church and I would like do some of the same things because I wanted my peers around me to really like me. So I think it just continued almost all the way into when I was in college and in school. I always wanted to be accepted by the people around me. So I used to try to find the groups that would actually bring me into their circle and would start to try to make me.
Wait. Stop 1 moment.
Okay.
So you actually wanted to try and mold yourself to fit in with everyone else.
Basically, I did. Yeah.
But do you know that changing yourself for everyone else will never help you to truly accept who you are in your heart? Do you understand what I'm saying? You will never come to the point in your life where you accept the inner being of who you are and see the true manifestation of what I see in you. Say this with me. You are unique.
You are unique.
You are loved.
You are loved.
And you are created for greatness.
And you're
But don't say it in those terms. Let's say it I am unique.
I am unique.
I am loved.
I am loved.
And I am created for greatness.
And I'm created for greatness.
How did you feel?
A lot better.
Come on, we're going to learn some other exercises.
All I'm trying to tell you is that all the time
No, not on my watch. Will you sit up here and tell me in all truth that that is what it is?
I don't gotta listen to anything you have to say. I'm not doing this.
Okay, I need you to breathe. Breathe in and exhale with me. Yes, let it all out. Let it all out.
I feel like some major contributors to the reasons why we are so like almost brainwashed in this day and age is what we have seen on Instagram, what we've seen on Facebook, what we have put out into the world as this is how it should be. I was reading a study recently talking about Instagram, and the more that people look at it, the worse their mental health is. I do believe that is true in a way because you can become so infatuated with the life that people portray on Instagram or showing you the grandest parts of their lives that you kind of lose yourself and you kind of feel like, well, why don't I have this? Why can't I go for this? I use Instagram as a source of encouragement for me. Sometimes I do need to take little breaks from it because you get so like driven that you start to get depressed because like what am I doing wrong? Like what's going on with me that I can't have this type of life? But you have to understand that people put that perception out there of the best parts of themselves. So I also use Instagram to post some kinds of encouraging videos that I've seen over time, maybe an encouraging word, because I go to Instagram to look back on the things that inspire me to keep going. So it's not used for the form of let me compare myself and see what I'm doing wrong, but I look at it as how can I encourage myself to do better every single day. Facebook is kind of iffy because when I was sitting back in college and it was called The Facebook, it was just for college students and it was just meant to connect with people that you hadn't talked to for a long time from maybe elementary school or maybe junior high and just kind of get a sense of what they were doing or what they were up to. Over time, it grew into this large thing where everybody could come on and everybody can post their pictures. I basically use it now maybe to post a few times when I travel, or maybe if I'm watching an award show, I find comedy in that because everybody turns into a comedian on Facebook once an award show or something else comes on. It's like hilarious to me. So I use it kind of for that, but everything that I pretty much post on Instagram goes directly over to Facebook. So it's not really like I'm always posting on Facebook, but I use it for different groups that I'm in and different things like that. Now, Twitter is not as popular as it used to be. When it first came out, you know, you could only say a few words. Now they've extended it to how much you can say on there, and everybody is trying to be the wisest person. Like they get like these aha moments and everybody becomes so smart when they're on Twitter that I'm just like, okay, are you really like just saying that, or did you like sit there for a good hour to think about what you actually were going to say? If I say something, it's going to be what's on the top of my head. Usually I'm trying to be politically correct, so I'm not going to post everything that comes to my mind, because I feel like we live in a society today that we're just saying whatever we want, when we want to say it, and how we want to say it. But sometimes there's also wisdom in what you say and what you put out into the atmosphere. So I kind of watch what I say, because I don't want to give off anything negative or put anything negative out there that would look bad, not only for myself, but would look bad for what I want to see from the world around me. You feel me? I really want people to come into a sense of being who they are, no matter what it is, flaws and all. It's so important to be yourself and not be concerned about what everyone else is thinking, because everybody is made uniquely in their own way. So what is wrong with being different? Why is everyone trying to be the same? Why is everyone trying to follow the same types of trends? We need to fall out of that mode and accept ourselves, so that others around you can see that everybody is unique in their own way. So I believe the only person that we need to be focused on accepting us is who we're looking to for more strength. For me, that's God. I look at him for my strength. I look at him for I want him to accept me for who I am. I'm not worried about nobody else around here. I really wish that back in the day there weren't these societal things that separated us and made us build these types of categories for every single person all around the world. Let's all just be one. Let's all get this done together. We are all human beings. We're all on this earth for a purpose. So let's stop all this, I don't accept you for this and I don't accept you for that, and focus on what we're bringing to the table and what we're bringing to this earth as a whole. And always remember, you are unique, you are loved, and you are created for greatness. Till next time, see ya. Hey everyone, it's me. I just wanted to thank you all for making this an amazing season of the Differently Created Black Boy Man. I really want to let you know how much I appreciate each and every one of you supporting the show, letting other people know about the show, and just kind of getting the word out about a show like this. I really wanted to do something different that had meaning and had substance to it, and I really thought that a show like this would be great for me. It's helped me personally, it's helped me to learn more about myself, and it's also taught me a very important lesson about staying in the process. Even when you don't feel like doing anything, finish it out, do what you have to do. I knew I wanted to do 13 episodes this season, and I stuck with it, even though I had to release the last 3 all in a row. I wanted to make them the best for you all. So I hope that you've enjoyed each and every one of the episodes. I'm going to probably upload all these to Facebook because I wanted them to stay on YouTube first, and then I'm going to transfer them all over to Facebook so that other people can also enjoy them that don't always come to YouTube. If you haven't already, please, please, please subscribe to this channel. That button is right below. Subscribe to it. Let other people know. Come subscribe to it so that when the second season comes around, everybody's going to know about it. You also can find out about the second season when it starts by going to my Instagram channel, which is The Black Boy Man, and you can find out about all the things. And I might post things here and there while I take a small little break before I start the next season next year. Also, we also have my YouTube channel, which has old videos on it and some new ones that when I feel a little wacky and goofy, I put videos on that page. So please, I want to thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart for making this an amazing season, an amazing process for me this whole year. Please join me in season 2. Love you guys. Bye.
No, you do not get to determine what